Good morning, everybody. My name is Jonathan Miller. I am the Assistant Dean for Student Life here at the college. I also coordinate the orientation program. So we're going to go ahead and get started for today. First thing I want to do is just brief over the schedule so you know how the flow of the next few hours is going to happen. Right now you're sitting in, if you look at your schedule, the welcome and general presentation. What I'm going to do right now is take about 45 minutes to go over all of the services and resources you need to know about Quinsig to be successful here. After that, around 9:45, we'll have a group of our orientation leaders, which you met coming in this morning when you registered at the registration table, come down. We'll do a student panel for about a half an hour where you can actually text message questions that you have to the stage, or you can just raise your hand and ask your questions as well that you might have and get answers from a student perspective. I can stand here all day and talk to you about what my experience is like here and what the expectation is like here, but hearing it from a student perspective who are sitting in the classes, who are participating or using the services here at the college, I think is always much more beneficial. So we'll do that. After that, at around 10:20, you'll be dismissed to go to a starfish session. During the starfish session, you're going to learn about 4 different types of software we have here at the college that you need to be familiar with. You'll learn about the Q. You'll learn about QMail, which is the email account here at the college. You'll learn about Blackboard Learn, which is our online module for all of our courses. And you'll learn about Starfish, which is our early alert system to alert us when students are having trouble in their classes. So you'll learn about all of that during that session. Those sessions are spread across campus. So what you're going to want to do is, at the time when you're dismissed, orientation leaders will escort you to the room that you need to go to. But right next to, on your schedule, right next to where it says Starfish presentation, it tells you the room that you have to report to. So the one I'm holding right now says room 123 Supernaut building. There will be students here to help you get to where you need to go. After the Starfish presentation, we have sort of an open student services fair where all of the student offices, all of the student service offices are represented. Outside, as you came in this morning, you probably noticed the tables with signs on them for the different offices. You have an opportunity to interact and talk to the offices that you need to talk to today. While talking to those offices, all of those offices have stickers that you can put on the little card that was given to you when you came in. If you get 5 stickers in your card, you enter your card into a drawing. We're going to go get some prizes today, including some gift cards to the bookstore. We're going to give away a tablet as well. Any questions about the flow of how today is going to work? All right, we'll go ahead and get started. There we go. So, the way that I'm going to present this today so that you learn about all the services is the top 21 things that we feel all QCC students should know. Go ahead and get started. College is not like high school, particularly for the students coming to QCC right out of high school. It's a very different experience. There's much different expectations in terms of academics, in terms of responsibility, those types of things that you are now a young adult for the students coming right out of high school. For example, things that may be different is there's no bells in between classes. So there's no bell going to ring to tell you that you have to go to your next class. Also, all of your classes may not meet every day. You may have classes that meet once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. And so just be familiar with that. So for example, school starts here on Wednesday, September the 9th. If you don't have a Wednesday class, you don't have school the first day of classes. So your schedule doesn't adjust just because school starts during the middle of the week, just so you're familiar with that. Also, your syllabus, for example, in each of your courses, your faculty will provide you with a syllabus. It's very important that you hold on to that syllabus and that you follow along in that syllabus. Not all faculty may necessarily remind you that you have an assignment due during your next class, whether it's a paper or a short essay, any of those types of things. But your syllabus is something that you can follow along and be aware of the upcoming assignments, the upcoming reading assignments, any papers, things like that. So you're going to want to pay attention to the syllabus in each class. So college is not at all like high school. Check in with your academic advisor every semester to make sure you're on track and in the right classes for your major. It's very important that you're connecting with your academic advisor, that you come up with a plan for how you're going to move through QCC. Many of our students don't finish a degree in 2 years, but if it's your goal to finish your degree in 2 years, you have to be really strict with yourself in terms of the courses that you take per semester, and you have to take additional courses per semester than our average student. Most of our students take 6 or 9 credits a semester, so it takes them 3 to 4 years to acquire an associate's degree, or 1 to 2 years to acquire their certificate degree here at the college. A few things you need to know about academic advising. Most of you will either be assigned to the Academic Advising Center as your academic advisor, which means you can see anyone in the Academic Advising Center. Some of you will be assigned to our CAPS program, and they select about 1,000 students a year randomly to be assigned to our CAPS program. And with our CAPS program, you're assigned to a CAPS advisor within the Academic Advising Center. And then some of you will be assigned to a faculty advisor. All of our full-time faculty across the college advise students, so some of you may be assigned to an advisor within your academic program. Just so you know as well, your ACA-Placer test determines which course you're going to take for math and English. And so you've taken ACA-Placer. If you've only taken it once and you weren't happy with your scores, particularly if you've tested into what we call developmental courses, which aren't 100 level courses or full college courses, which many of our students do. So if you find that you've tested into one of those courses and you're kind of uncomfortable with it, many of our students actually test into developmental level courses. But if you've only taken that test one time, you do have the opportunity to take it again. So I encourage you to take advantage of that. We also now at the college have what we call fast track courses, where you can complete 2 courses in 1 semester at the developmental level. So for example, if you tested into developmental English 99, you can take developmental English 99 and 100 in 1 semester. So that means you only spend 1 semester taking 2 courses, and then you're in 101, which many of the associate degree programs will need, for example. Or if you tested into math 96, you can take 96 and 99 in 1 semester, so then you're at level 100, which many of our associate degree programs require as well. Does it make sense? In addition to CAPS plan, I talked a little bit about the CAPS advisors. We do have a CAPS plan here through the Academic Advising Center, where you have the opportunity to work with an academic advisor to sort of map out your career, where you're going, the types of things you want to do here, to map out your course schedule here. You can take advantage of that. It's particularly important for students who are not sure necessarily what track they want to do or where they're going with their academic major, that they may want to consider being involved in the CAPS program and doing a CAPS plan here. And then finally, I'll tell you that once you reach 30 credit hours, you're able to schedule on your own. You can do that through the Q. And so what will happen is once you reach 30 credit hours, you can be released by an advisor. So it can be academic advisor, it can be a faculty advisor. You can schedule on your own. It's very important that when you're using self-scheduling, that you're looking at your degree audit to make sure that you're taking courses that you need for your academic major. Any questions about academic advising? Okay. The add and drop period is your friend. So, at the beginning of each semester, we have a 9-day grace period called the add and drop period. During those 9 days, you can freely add and drop courses. So what I always tell students is, make sure that you go to at least one class of the classes that you scheduled. If for some reason you've ended up in the wrong course, or you're finding that looking at the syllabus you don't think you could do well, or you're finding that you may not be connecting well with the professor's teaching style, for example, you do have the opportunity during the first 9 days of classes to drop that course and add another section or another elective course depending on what you're taking. That will be to your advantage. So you have that opportunity during the first 9 days to add and to drop courses. After that first 9-day period, you only have an opportunity to drop courses during what we call the withdrawal period. Once we reach the withdrawal period, there could be financial penalty to you for dropping courses, just so you're aware, and it can also affect your financial aid. So what I always tell students is, If we're outside of that 9-day period and you know you need to withdraw from a course, you're not doing well, you and the professor aren't connecting well, you're not learning from the professor based on learning styles, things like that, and you need to drop a course, make sure that you talk to financial aid if you're receiving financial aid about how it may affect your financial aid package, all right? Go to your classes. It is very, very important that you attend your classes. Many of the professors here do take attendance. Many of the professors here have a rule in their courses about how many classes you're allowed to miss per semester. And they'll put that in their syllabus. They'll probably review that with you during the first few class sessions about how many classes you're able to miss during a semester. Most professors, it's 2 or 3. Not all professors take attendance, and so by not taking attendance, you may think it's okay for you not to attend class, but it's really important that you attend class for your own success. Also, if you're not a morning person, don't schedule an 8 a.m. class. We have a number of courses here, and our courses run up until about 11 o'clock at night. So you have many opportunities to take different types of courses. So if you know that you're not a morning person and you're likely not going to make it to an 8 a.m. calculus class like I had when I was an undergraduate student, don't schedule it. Try to find another section of that course at a different time. Learn how to make coffee. You'll need it. So, as a student, there will be many late nights, many early mornings, studying, trying to catch up on schoolwork, outside responsibilities that you may have that are not associated with the college. So, what study suggests is that for every hour you spend in class, you should be studying 2 hours. So if you look at your schedule and look at how many hours a week you're spending in class, you should be spending double that studying. So you want to make sure that your time management skills are good and that you're prepared for that type of academic rigor. A little bit about academic assistance. If you're finding that you're struggling in your courses, we do have several different tutoring centers here that can assist you. We have the Communication Skills Center, which has now just been renamed the Writing Center. And the Writing Center is there to assist you with English, speech, and essays and writing courses. So any of those, you would go to the Writing Center to receive assistance. We have a Math Center. Any math-related courses, obviously, you would go to the Math Center to receive assistance. Our General Academic Area Center is all other tutoring areas. So if you have a nursing course or a psychology course or a biology course, you would go to the General Academic Area Center to receive tutoring assistance. All of the tutoring is offered on an individual and group basis, just so you're aware. You can go in and find out when the tutors are scheduled to be available for you to meet with them. All of the tutoring centers are housed in the second level of the Harrington Learning Center, or the HLC, as people here often call it, and that's where you would take advantage of that. We also, just so you're aware, have an online tutoring system called smartthinking.com. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You log into the smartthinking.com system by going onto the queue, logging into the queue, and then you'll be able to log into smartthinking.com. With smartthinking.com, let's say you need assistance with a biology course, you go on, you say you need assistance with a biology course, a tutor will come online, you're able to chat back and forth to get your questions answered. Any questions about tutoring or academic assistance? If you need help, ask. All across the college, there are faculty, staff, and students who are here to assist you with your success. Everybody's pretty friendly around campus and are willing to help you. So you don't know where you're going, ask somebody, they can assist you. You're not sure about something, ask someone. We're always here to assist you and to help you out. 2 specific offices I want to talk about when it comes to student services and asking for help. First, counseling. We do have a counseling center here at the college. So if you're feeling nervous, you're feeling depressed, you just need someone to talk to, we do offer short-term, temporary, free counseling. Here, our counselor is Karen Cox. She can assist you with your counseling needs. In addition to face-to-face counseling on campus, we do have a program called Well Connect. Well Connect is a 1-800 hotline, but it's a local 1-800 hotline. They're housed out of Shrewsbury, so it's right down the road from here. And what they do is they connect you to services in the area. So if you need assistance with counseling services, food services, you need a place to stay, you need legal advice, financial advising, you can call that 1-800 hotline. And they will come online, they will answer your call and be able to assist you in gaining resources that are in the immediate area that can assist you with your needs. Just so you're aware, when it comes to smartthinking.com, not only do you have access to that program, but everyone in your household has access to that program. So for example, if you have a brother or sister or a spouse who's looking for counseling services, they can also call this hotline and they'll receive 3 free counseling sessions to get the counseling started. Another office area I want to talk to you about that's very important that students need to be aware of is disability services. If any of you have a documented disability and have not connected with disability services yet, please make sure you do so. What's important to us is that you're able to be successful in your time here. Many students, particularly students with learning disabilities, don't come forward right away and then find themselves mid-semester struggling, coming forward to try to receive accommodations, and by then it may be too late in order to catch up for the semester. And so what I would encourage you to do is, if you know you have a documented disability, make sure that you're connecting with disability services here at the college. Many of you who may have already connected with disability services may have received information in the mail about special disability services orientations. So there are special orientations for students who identify as having a disability, where you can learn more about the services that Disability Services has to offer. The great thing about Disability Services here at the college is that each student who identifies with a disability has an actual counselor in the Disability Services office to assist you through your process so that you're successful here at the college. QMail, the Q, Blackboard, and Starfish are all important resources. Make sure that you access them on a regular basis. So, like I said, you're going to go through a session that's going to explain these more in depth. You're going to get right on the computer. You'll be able to see them live time right in front of you. Just very briefly, the Q is our online portal system. You can access any common general information, general questions that you might have through getting onto the queue. So for example, if you need to know what time the career placement office closes, you get onto the queue. You don't even have to log in. You'll be able to find that. You can also find the faculty and staff directory. So if you're looking to contact a professor because you're going to be late for class, you're going to miss a class, you want to send a professor an email because you have a question, you have the opportunity to do that as well. Just by getting onto the queue, looking for the directory, you'll be able to pull up the directory and find the professor that you're looking for. By logging into the queue, you get access to your personal information. Things like your bill, your financial aid, access to your schedule. All grades are reported to the queue, so you won't receive your grades at home. You have to access the queue to get your grades. So all of that you access by logging into the queue. All students receive a QMail account. It's powered by Google, so it's like a Gmail account, but it's called QMail here at the college. This is the official means of communication to students at the college. So we encourage you to access your QMail on a regular basis because you may be receiving messages from the college about things you need to know. Cancellations, there's a problem with your financial aid, your bookstore voucher is available. Those types of things are sent out to your QMail so that you're aware of that. You can also have your QMail forward to any other personal email account that you have, so you do have that opportunity as well. Finally, very quickly, Blackboard Learn is our online learning module for our courses. If you have an online course, you're definitely going to be accessing Blackboard Learn, but also our face-to-face courses are on Blackboard Learn as well. So all courses are on Blackboard Learn. You're going to want to make sure that you know how to access it, that you're able to get into Blackboard Learn. Faculty may be posting RENA assignments in Blackboard Learn. They may be posting PowerPoint presentations in Blackboard Learn. They may be posting that they won't be in class today through Blackboard Learn. So you're going to make sure that you're accessing that on a pretty regular basis as well. There's financial assistance to help pay for college. As many of you are familiar with the financial aid process, we do have financial aid here at the college. In order to receive financial aid, you have to fill out what we call a FAFSA form. If you haven't done so yet, I encourage you to do so. The way that you do it is you go to www.fasfa.gov. What will happen is the application will come up. It'll ask you about general demographic information about yourself and your household. So your name, your parents' name possibly, or your spouse, your husband and wife's name, those types of things. They're going to ask you about all of that general information, your address, are you male or female, what is your birth date. After that, they're going to ask you about your financial situation. What they're looking for in particular is your previous year tax return. So they're going to be looking for your 14-15, tax return information. If you are a dependent, so if you are a student who lives with your parents or a dependent of your parents, you will need their tax information as well, so your parent may want to hop on and assist you with filling that out. Just so you're aware, the software is great in the sense of you can actually now log in through the application into the IRS, pull the information and automatically download it to your application. So it'll fill in all the boxes for you automatically, makes life so much easier. So you do have that option as of now. They're also going to ask you the school code of the school that you're attending. The federal school code for QCC is 002175. You're going to need to enter that information in order for QCC to receive your financial information. So what will happen is in a few days, you'll receive an email in the email account at the email address that you enter on your application. Please make sure that you check your junk mail or your spam box because the information may go there. And you'll get a printout from the federal government Department of Education that tells you about your financial aid and what you can expect. The important thing to notice is that in the top corner you'll see something that says EFC. EFC stands for Expected Family Contribution. That's what the federal government feels that your family can afford to pay for your education at this time. That does not automatically mean that's what QCC is going to charge you. So based on that information, QCC will put together a financial aid package for you, which can include free money, scholarships, tuition waivers, grants, or money that you need to pay back in the form of subsidized and unsubsidized loans. Important things to note about financial aid. If you have completed your application, but the financial situation of your household has changed, so somebody's lost a job, somebody's been laid off, you're working less hours, please talk to financial aid because they may be able to adjust your financial aid based on that type of change. So if you've submitted your application, please make sure that you talk to financial aid if your financial situation in your household has changed. Any questions about financial? Yes. Okay, go ahead and ask, go ahead.
Oh, okay. It has something to do with the Gmail.
Okay.
Is there a way to like filter Twitter? Because Mr. Tech had something like that. It's called Tech High.
Uh-huh.
And like 90% of the mail I got didn't necessarily cater to what I needed. So is there a way to like filter what you receive?
There is a way to filter what you receive. Like I said, it is powered by Google, so it's just like a Gmail account. So you can filter it just like you would be able to filter any other Gmail account. Yes. Yep, no problem. Be open-minded. Allow yourself to change and grow. The important thing about college is that there will be many opportunities for you to interact with people who are different from yourselves, to take advantage of opportunities that you may not have had you not come to college, to go abroad and go to Haiti for a week and do a spring break, alternative spring break trip. Things like that are opportunities that you find in college. What we always encourage students to do is step outside of their own bubble and to interact with different folks, to take advantage of different experiences, because this is the time while you're in college to be able to do that. There are so many things that I wish I would have done, like study abroad when I was in college, that now is very tough for me to be able to do. So I encourage you to take advantage of those types of opportunities. Yes, our school mascot is the wyvern. So a lot of people ask questions about what is the wyvern and where'd you get it from? So just want to give you a brief about the wyvern. So the wyvern is actually a mythological dragon-like creature that guards the city of Worcester, England. And so QCC sees themselves as a guardian of the city of Worcester, hence how we became the Wyverns. So that it makes a little bit more sense for folks. That's why we're the Wyverns. While we're talking about the school mascot, just a little bit about athletics and the athletic center. So we do have 4 intercollegiate athletic sports. So if you're interested in competing against other colleges, we have men's basketball, women's basketball, baseball, and softball. We also offer intramural programs here at the college, which means you compete against other students here at the college in things like indoor soccer, volleyball, 3-on-3 basketball, kickball. In addition to that, we do have a full fitness center at the college, much like you would find at a Planet Fitness gym or a Bally's gym. We do have a full fitness center that's free of charge to you with your student ID. In addition to that, we do offer program classes as well. What I mean by program classes are things like circuit training or yoga or Zumba, P90X classes. We offer Kung Fu classes as well. Please pay attention to the queue, pay attention to the signs around campus about the times and dates for those classes because they're offered day, evening, different days of the week. Just so you know, the gym, the athletic center, this academic year is open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 to 4, Tuesday, Thursday, 7:30 to 7, and Saturdays, 9 to 2. There's more to college than just classes. Talk to you a little bit about all of the outside opportunities that you have here at the college. There are many outside opportunities that you have to get involved, whether it's in service learning projects, community service, clubs and organizations, taking advantage of the programming that we offer around the college, the theater productions that we offer. All of those things that you have the opportunity to get involved with here at the college. There are many ways to get involved, but one of the great places to start would be the Student Life office, which is my office, and we're housed out of the Fuller Student Center, which is the little brick building in the center of campus. In that little brick building, it is exactly what it says, the Fuller Student Center. And so it's a place where students come to hang out between classes, to spend some downtime. We do have a pool table. We do have flat screen TVs. We do have board games. We offer a number of programs throughout the academic year. In fact, last year we offered 103 programs throughout the academic year. Everything from comedians to make and takes, which means you make something and take it with you. Most often involves food and things like that, to Wings and Sings, which is a version of karaoke that we do where we offer free wings and karaoke. So please make sure that you're taking advantage of all those types of activities. When the semester starts, just so you know, we do put out a calendar every semester of all of our events. So when the semester starts in September, those calendars will be available. Also, in the daily planner that you received today, all of our events are listed for the fall semester. So if you flip through and look at the fall semester, you'll see all of the different events that we're offering in the Fuller Student Center listed, as well as some of the events from other areas around the college. In addition to the events and all the happenings in the Fuller Student Center, we do work with all the clubs and organizations on campus. We currently have about 40 active clubs and organizations at the college that you have the opportunity to take advantage of. If you know that you want to get involved while you're here, just so you're aware, the club fair will take place September 15th and 16th between the hours of 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. So you'll have the opportunity to meet with all the clubs there. If you find that your schedule doesn't allow you to attend at that time, please make sure that you connect with the staff in the Fuller Student Center, and we can help get you connected to the clubs that you're interested in. You can get your student ID and parking permit today. So your student ID fee and your parking permit fee are included in your fees that you've already been charged. So you don't need to pay anything today in order to pick up your student ID and parking permit. You'll be able to do so today in the HLC on the second level. And that'll run through September 11th. So through September 11th, you can pick up your parking permit and your student ID in the HLC on the second level. After September the 11th, IDs are available in the Athletic Center. Parking permits are available in the Athletic Center, the Fuller Student Center, or Campus Police. So you can pick up parking permits at any of those three locations. Just so you know, in order to get your student ID, you do need a copy of your schedule. If you don't have it with you, there is a print station right by the ID station in the HLC where you have the opportunity to print your schedule. So if you don't have it with you, don't worry. You can print it out today while you're here at the college, and then you'll be able to get your student ID and parking permit. Just so you're aware, we do have a student ID discount program here at the college. It's called the Wyvern Discount Program. That'll be put out around the time school starts. So when you start school, please stop by the Fuller Student Center to pick up that list. You receive discounts from everything from mechanics to hair salons to restaurants with your student ID. And so make sure that you're taking advantage of that program. Books are expensive. Oh, sorry, go ahead. So we encourage you, people put it all over, but we encourage you to put it in your front driver's side window, okay? Books are expensive, but they are essential to your success. So, as we know, books are really expensive, particularly books in the areas of science and math. They run upwards of $200 now. So books are really expensive. Books for the fall semester will go on sale August the 31st. So Monday, August 31st, books will go on sale. Also, if you're expecting a book voucher, and what that means is if you have more financial aid than you need to cover your tuition and fees, you have excess money left over, you can use that in the form of a book voucher to help pay for your books through your financial aid. So if you're expecting a book voucher, that will become available on August 31st as well. You will receive an email letting you know that your book voucher is ready. But starting August 31st, if you haven't received that email, you can still go to the bookstore with a photo ID and they'll let you know whether your book voucher is ready or not, right in the bookstore. The bookstore is located on the lower level of the administration building, all the way at the opposite end by the cafeteria. And so that's where you'll go to get your books. Just so you are aware, all of the books for all of their courses the ISBN numbers are uploaded online through the queue. So if you go to the queue, go to Student Services, go to the bookstore, all ISBN numbers for all courses are uploaded, so you do have the opportunity to get your books from an outside source, at Amazon or Barnes & Noble, if you're able to find them cheaper that way. At our bookstore, we do sell used textbooks for the courses that we can get used textbooks for, so you do have that opportunity as well. We also have a rental program through our bookstore. It's an outsourced program, so it's not part of the college, but you can access it by going into the queue and into the bookstore. And what that is that you have the opportunity to rent books for the period of time that you need them. So you go in, you put in your information, you tell them the textbooks that you need. They actually send them to you directly through the mail. And then once you send the book back, you're charged for the period of time that you have those books. The important thing that you need to know about the rental program is that you have to use a credit card or a check, and you cannot use your financial aid in order to do the textbook rental program. A few other things I want to tell you about your textbooks. If you buy your textbooks before you go to your first class, if they are shrink wrapped, do not unwrap them. Also, do not write in them or alter them in any way. Why is that important? Because during that first 9 days, you have the opportunity to change classes. If you decide to change your section, and you've written in a book or you've taken a shrink wrap off, they will only refund you the used price. If you don't alter the book at all in that first 9 days and you take it back and you need to switch for another one, you'll get your full credit back for the amount that you paid for the book. Any questions about books?
Yes, if you're supposed to not take the shrink wrap off the first 9 days, does that mean that the classes won't require it for the first 9 days, or will be that important?
You just don't take it off for your first class. So not the first 9 days. During that first 9 days, you have the opportunity to return the book if you need to change courses. So it's just that first class, just to make sure that it's the section that you want to be in, that you're in the right course, that you have the right textbook. I encourage you not to take it off for at least that first class until you know that's the right course for you. Okay. Any other questions about books? When you're done with your education at QCC, we can help you land the perfect job or transfer to your dream university. So, the Student Employment and Transfer Services Center is available on the second level of the administration building. It's 272A, and in that office is housed career placement, which can assist you with things like cover letter development, resume development, interviewing skills, co-ops and internships, part-time and full-time jobs, all available through our career placement center. Just so you know, we do have an online job board, which can be accessed through the queue, that have professional positions like nursing positions for after you're done with your education. But there are also full-time and part-time positions that you can take advantage of right now in that system. So if you know you're looking for a full-time or part-time job right now, please take advantage of the opportunity to log into our online job board to see if there's any opportunities for you. Also housed in the Student Employment and Transfer Center is transfer services. So if you know that you're looking to transfer to a four-year university after you're done with your education here at QCC, please make sure that you're connecting with them early. We do have a number of articulation agreements with other colleges in the area that they can assist you with making sure you're taking the courses that you need to transfer successfully. We also have, through the state university system, a transfer program called Mass Transfer, which means you can transfer after receiving an associate's degree here at QCC to any of the four-year state institutions in the state of Massachusetts with a seamless transfer, and you start there as a junior automatically. You don't need to go back and take prerequisite courses or anything like that. So make sure that if you know you want to transfer, that you're connecting with transfer services for those types of services. The campus is small, but you can't get lost. So everybody around here refers to all of the buildings in abbreviations, so it's important that we let you know about that. Even your schedule, actually, you'll see things like A building, S building, it's all in abbreviations. So the A building stands for the administration building. That's the large brick building that you see as you approach campus from West Boylston Street. So in that building is housed many of the administrative offices, but a number of classrooms and computer labs as well. So if you have classes in the A building, that's the administration building. The S building is the Supernaut building, which is the building that we are in right now. Many classes are held in the Supernaut building. Currently, all of the science labs and labs like that are held here in the Supernaut building. The construction that you see on campus is our new Quest Center. That's going to be our science, engineering, and technology state-of-the-art new center that's scheduled to open next spring. So by next spring, many of you may have courses in the Quest building. If you have CSC on your schedule, that stands for the Child Care Study Center, which means that you're taking early elementary ed, or you're taking Head Start studies, things like that, teaching, assisting. Those classes in that building is on the opposite side of the administration building. So on the opposite side of the administration building is the Child Care Studies Center. You shouldn't see ALF on your schedule any longer, but if you somehow run across something that says ALF, that is the Alfor's building. That's the building right outside of this building, the small brick building next to the Fuller Student Center. And the HLC is the Harrington Learning Center, and that's where the library is housed. All of our tutoring centers are housed. There are study rooms housed in there as well. There's a small cafe in there, and there's a number of meeting rooms and a few classrooms in that building. The AC is the athletic center. Also, some of you may have courses downtown. If you're taking courses in healthcare, nursing, phlebotomy, things like that, you may have courses at our downtown location. The downtown location is located on Franklin Street. It is the old T&G building, if you're familiar with that. Very, very important. If your schedule says QSB, that means you have scheduled yourself into a course at the Southbridge campus. The Southbridge campus is about a 40-minute drive from this campus. If you know that if you intended to schedule courses at the Southbridge campus, please make sure that you have enough time between your classes to get there. There's also bus service to the Southbridge campus, but it only comes and runs back and forth about 3 times a day. So you can take advantage of city bus service to Southbridge also if you need to. We all want to see you be successful, but it's ultimately in your control. So we're all here to help you be successful. We want to see you be successful. We want to see you graduate with your certificate or your associate's degree. But you have to take responsibility and accountability for your own actions. And so here at QCC, we will look to you as students to take us responsibility and accountability for your actions as we assist you through the process of being successful at QCC. QCC is a smoke-free campus. So the only place you're permitted to smoke on campus is in your vehicle in the parking lot, which sounds really odd, but it's the rule here. The only place you're permitted to smoke on campus is in your vehicle in your parking lot. If you are taking city buses or being dropped off to school, you will have to go to the outskirts of campus in order to be able to smoke while you're on campus. Campus police is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we do have campus police here at the college. They are state police officers, so they're trained as state police officers. If you have a situation where you need to get in touch with campus police, they can be reached at 508-854-4444, or if you pick up a campus phone, it's just 4444. So if you have an emergency situation, please don't hesitate to contact campus police. Important things to note, our campus police do carry firearms. So they are armed for your protection and all of our protection while you're here on campus. A few things about services that you need to know. Campus police is our official lost and found. So if you lose something on campus, I always encourage students to go back to where they think they might have left it. But if it's not there, please make sure that you always check with campus safety because they are the official lost and found on campus, and your item may have made its way to campus safety already. If you lock yourself out of your vehicle, yes?
I'm sorry to interrupt. This is very important information. Okay, my name is Kevin Bond. I'm the assistant dean of students. Please turn off or silence your electronic devices. Please. That is very disrespectful to the process of us trying to initiate you to this community. Please put them on silent. I will not ask you again.
Thank you, Kevin. So, if you lock yourself out of your vehicle or you need a jump start, your vehicle won't start and you need a jump start, campus safety can assist you with that. You do not need to call AAA or roadside assistance or anything like that. Campus police are here to assist you with those types of services as well. Just so you know, if you receive a parking ticket or a speeding ticket on campus, campus police are state police officers, like I said once before. If you don't pay that ticket, it actually goes to Worcester City Traffic Court. So there's additional fines and additional repercussions that you may find by not paying a speeding or a parking ticket. Health insurance is required by the college. This is very important. The health insurance coverage for this academic year is $1,536. All students are automatically billed for the college health insurance plan. If you carry your own health insurance plan, you do have the opportunity to waive the college's health insurance plan. In order to waive the plan, you need to go onto the queue and you go down the page, toward the bottom, and you'll see something that says healthcare waiver form. That's the form that you have to complete. You're going to have to create an account, an online account for it, and then you're going to have to enter like your policy numbers and all of that information in order to waive the college's health insurance. Also, just so you're aware, it may take a small period of time for that health insurance to fall off your bill. Just so you're aware. If you have Mass Health is no longer a waivable insurance. I will be honest with you, there have been students who have had success with waiving our health insurance plan, using the Mass Health plan, but we're being told that you can no longer use the Mass Health plan if you're enrolled in college here. And this is for students who are taking 6 or more credits. So if you're not taking 6 or more credits, you don't have to worry about this. But for students who are taking 6 or more credits and you're in Mass Health, they're going to make you switch to our health insurance plan. Any questions about the health insurance? I usually get a lot of questions, yes.
After you filled out the waiver and stuff and hand in, how do you find out how much your bill will be cost after you fill out the waiver? How much?
So you can access your bill by going onto the queue. So if you go into the queue, you log in, you can access your bill and you can actually see. It'll show you. You know what? Sometimes it happens within a day. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks. And I think it depends on the busyness of the 2 offices that have to interface in order to take it off your bill. Yes. It's a full coverage plan like any other health insurance plan. So it should cover everything. There may be co-pays, but it should cover everything. Okay?
So as far as the Mass Health plans, is it all the Mass Health plans or is it just certain?
That's what I believe it's certain ones. So you can try with your Mass Health plan to see if you can waive it, but they're telling us that you can no longer use the Mass Health system to waive, but I think it's certain plans. I don't think it's all Mass Health plans.
It's only the Mass Health limited plans.
Probably. You're probably correct on that. Just so you know too, when it comes to the Mass Health plans, if your family members have Mass Health, you don't have to worry about their insurance being interrupted. It's just you as a student here at the college. Any other questions about the health insurance? Life will happen. Try not to let it distract you from your goals. For many of our students here, they have many outside responsibilities, full-time, part-time jobs, children, husbands, wives, spouses, other family members they need to take care of in the evening. And so one of the things that we do here at QCC is we're willing to help you think through that process and how you can sort of manage your time and manage the expectations while you're here at the college with all of your outside responsibilities. And so please don't hesitate if you're finding that you're being bogged down with outside responsibilities and responsibilities here at the college to talk to somebody, your academic advisor, a faculty member, a staff member that you feel comfortable talking to, and we can try to assist you in helping you sort of map out how that might work better for you. Read the open door. So each of you should have received today the orientation edition of the Open Door. The orientation edition of the Open Door is a great edition because it has all of the different services and resources available on campus in it. It gives you the office hours and contact information that you need to know. But the Open Door comes out monthly during the academic year with a number of different articles and information that you need to know to be successful as a student here. So they write a number of articles about things here on campus, things that are happening in the community. The president writes a monthly article to update students about things that are happening around campus. We advertise the different events and different services that are offered here at the college. So make sure that on a monthly basis that you're picking up the Open Door. Just so you know, the Open Door is a student-run newspaper. So if you're interested in writing or drawing or photography, you have the opportunity to participate in writing for the Open Door as well. If you're interested in that, you're going to want to see Pat Bishop Valencia, and Pat will be at the Student Services Fair today. But also, if you don't have an opportunity to talk to her today, you do have an opportunity to get connected by coming into the Fuller Student Center, as the Open Door office is housed in the Fuller Student Center as well. At this time, we're going to transition right into the panel. So I ask the students who are on the panel today to join me on the stage. At this time, you have the opportunity for about the next half an hour to ask questions from a student perspective about their experience here at QCC. Now, this is a great opportunity for you to be able to use your cell phone, because you can actually text message your questions to the stage, or you can just raise your hand, like I said earlier, and ask your question. What I'm going to do is ask each of these students to introduce themselves, tell you who they are, tell you what their academic major is, and tell you how they, about a few of the things that they're involved in on campus. All right, so without further ado.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Will. I'm an applied arts major, and I am in quite a few clubs. I'm a student senator, billiards club, the activities committee here. I'm a lot of stuff. So. Yes, I am.
My name is Patrick McDonald. I am part of the business major here. I'm part of Student Senate as well, and I am also an accepted member of PTK, the Honor Society.
Let me try this one. Check. My name's Aaron Dean. I'm a human service major, sophomore. Involved in a lot of clubs. I'm a student trustee for this upcoming academic year. Psi Beta Psychology Club, vice president, and some other stuff. But yeah, that's my main things. So.
My name is Brandy Giles. I am a general studies major. This is going to be my last year here at QCC. I have been affiliated with Theater Club. I have been in productions, and you will also find me in the Student Center a lot.
The first question is it still possible to be socially active on campus even though I am going to school part-time? Yes, you can be socially active still. All you have to do is either get involved on campus through the Fuller Student Center or other ways, like you can join a club or just socially talk to people in the Fuller.
Oh, yes. Where did you get your ink done? Prison. No, I'm just messing with you. A bunch of different places. Mainly Out of the Dark World Tattoo on Grafton Street. I knew the guy there, so he hooks me up at a decent price. So, yeah, check that place out. So, you got another question? How many repeat it again? How many students do I know that transfer out the first year? Statistically speaking, I don't know the actual numbers. Me personally, I don't know. It varies. I see a lot of people with the dynamic of a commuting college. A lot of people come here, try it out. They don't know where they want to go to school yet, so they try out here. It's affordable. It's feasible. They explore classes and stuff, and then they move on. And their own individual experiences kind of send them in different directions. This place, QCC might not be what they're looking for to find success. Other people, they get their credits that are transferable and they hop over to the next university or whatever. So it varies. I'd say 50-50, just off the top of my head.
I'd like to add, there are also a lot of people who come here who are non-traditional students, who have been out of school for a while, or who have dropped out and got their GED. And because of that, they come here first, they get themselves established, they know what they want to do, they figure out what they want to do, and they transfer to the school that they want to go to. Do you find it difficult balancing college work with other campus activities? It can be. I have been involved with a few theater productions here at Quinsig, and I have also had a heavy course load. I have had between 4 and 5 classes before while also doing theater. It varies depending on who you are as a person. If you can juggle schoolwork and your social life, then it'll be very easy for you. It also depends on the professors that you have and the teachers you have. If you have a professor that is very lenient with coursework, then it'll be very easy. But if you have a professor that is very strict and is very religious to their schedule, then you'll find it a little more difficult.
All right. Next question is, will my financial aid cover my book fees, or do I have to pay out of pocket for for them? It depends on your financial aid status. If you have excess funds, you can actually they'll actually provide you with a book voucher, or you can ask for a small loan to cover your books. Outside of that, you may have to pay out of pocket.
Are you going to need your own computer for classes? You can use your own computer, or there are computers available for you in the Harrington Learning Center, the HLC, the glass building on campus, or there are other computers on campus, like there's a lab in the A building on the 3rd floor that you can use. There are multiple computers on campus that you can have access to.
This one's for me. It says, you were involved in human services. How has QCC inspired you to pursue your career? And how important are the extra activities that you participate in? Wow, that's a great question. It's 2 parts too, right? How is it, I'll start with, how has it inspired my pursuit in a particular career that I'm after? Well, it's inspired it. I've felt discouraged by it some days. I've felt motivated by it, exhausted by it. And then some days I wake up and I'm like, oh man, I'm excited about the field I'm pursuing. I'm gonna be helping people. I'm gonna be out there, direct service. Helping the community. Being here, it didn't just it wasn't just about, it hasn't been just about the books. It hasn't been just about the high GPA and achieving that. It's like I tell all, you know, my fellow students, I'd rather get a C in a course and learn deeply than get an A and not learn deeply. You know what? And that makes a huge difference in my approach to human services and becoming a professional. And the second part to that question, extracurricular activities, huge. And I could probably speak for all of us up here too, right? We with like equally to all the books and everything else in the classes, I mean, it's what it's about. For me, it's about educating my heart as much as it is about educating my mind. Like without one or the other, it's not a real education for me. So my social interaction with my fellow leaders and just people in my class every day, it's, you know, it's the meat and potatoes of why I come here. So makes my day something to look forward to.
Can the stress of college life get to you? Yes, it can. College life isn't like high school. High school in itself was very structured. With college life, it can be structured, but it's also what you make it. So professors aren't going to force you to come to class, but you are paying for your education. So if you don't show up to class, the only one you're hurting is yourself. So the stress really can get to you, especially around finals. You are worrying about whether or not you're going to pass. You're worrying about if you need this many points on a final in order to be able to get your GPA up to where you want it to be. It can be very hard to balance whether or not you're going to pass or fail sometimes. So the stress really can get to you. All you have to do is there are a lot of coping mechanisms actually to be able to deal with the stress. We have a lot of access on campus. We have counseling services that'll be on the first floor in the A building, where if you feel like you're overburdened, you can go talk to her. She's a very nice woman. I've spoken with her. And just the community around you, we're always there to be able to support you and to help you in any way that we can.
All right. What is your personal opinion on online courses? In my personal opinion, I find that they're harder than actual classes, because you have to make sure you set the time to actually get up, go to your computer, and actually put forth the work or whatever. And so if you're not very self-disciplined, then you may want to look at sticking to either actual classes, or maybe a hybrid course, which is a class you take in class and online. Let's see. So let's see. For William, you have returned. Okay, this is for me. You have returned to continue your education here at QCC. What are your future plans with? Whoever wrote this didn't finish the question, so I can't answer that. All right. Let's see. All right. Well, okay. For the one who's in the Applied Arts program, the Applied Arts program is pretty cool. We have a fully functional lab where you can do 3D modeling, photography. We have, it's in the A building. It's on the 3rd floor. Yes, third floor. Classes are cool, teachers are cool. They have a lot of experience, and they're fun to work with. Let's see, and then let me go back to what are your future plans with your future? So my future plans in regards to continuing my education, I did just graduate last semester. I was in computer engineering. This time around, I'm in applied arts. I plan on going to Becker College to pursue a career in game design or game development, software and development. I want to own my own studio and produce, movies, cartoons, comics, just art, and have fun with it. And that's enough for me. So it's just... There were 3 questions to me. I was targeting it. So I try to take them as seriously.
Yeah.
Will we ever need to bring our laptops to class? Some teachers don't allow you to bring them to class because they just feel like you're not going to focus on what the classwork is. And a lot of teachers, it's not even necessary to bring their laptop to class.
Some teachers on the first day of class, they'll let you know whether bringing in electronics are acceptable or not. Like you said, some teachers will not allow you to bring in a laptop or a tablet because it's distracting. But then others will. So it's dependent on the teacher. Just ask if they don't tell you up front, and they'll let you know.
I'll use this one so you guys have. Good question. What if there's a family emergency and I have to fly out of state? Would I get kicked out of school for missing days? Do I get a warning? Or would my professor... Okay, I get the general idea of the question. It depends on the professor. I mean, obviously you can't, say, hey, I'm going on vacation. But in the circumstance of an emergency situation, generally, and this is through only my experience, leniency is given. As long as you keep good communication channels with your professors, with your program coordinator, if it's going to be for any significant length of time. But generally speaking, on the fly, something pops up. I mean, it's a commuting college, and we all have lives outside of here, so, generally speaking, I'd have to say that anyone who works for the college, that's, staff, faculty, administration, is pretty aware of our struggles and challenges with our lives, so they're pretty cool about it. So I don't think you'll get kicked out of school.
If I lose my ID, does it cost for another one? Yes, it does. I believe it's $35 for another one? $10, sorry. It's $10 for a new one. What you can do is you can go to the athletic center. They will be able to do that for you. But after the initial one that is issued, you do have to pay for another one.
There's an Aaron question.
Is there?
Yeah.
There's one for Patrick, I couldn't find it.
All right, so this is a question to all of us. How would all y'all say your learning experience was, and are y'all going to go to a four-year college? My plans are to go to Becker. Either Becker or SCAD in Georgia. They're both graphic design schools. Like I said, one day I want to open my own animation studio to do stuff.
I would say learning experience here at QCC so far has been really well. The teachers are great, and the tutoring centers are very helpful. And after QCC, I plan to either go to Worcester State or another local college in the Worcester area.
What was the initial question? Two-part?
Learning experience.
Cool. Learning experience, again, Jonathan pointed out in his presentation, it is what you make it. When I watch like TV or listen to the radio, or generally in society, there's this connotation about community college. And even I had some preconceptions about it, to be honest with you. But then when I got here, I'm realizing that, wow, it doesn't matter if you're at Harvard or QCC. Like, I come here, I learn. I don't do the minimum. I don't do what I'm asked solely in the classroom. I can't help but to expand from the material and research something that I'm interested in, that drives my passion. When I make those connections, I hear the little pops in my head. And I know that it's for me, and it isn't just to get the degree at the end. So with that approach, my learning experience has been phenomenal. So, but you got to seek it. You can't just kind of take the middle road, exactly. And afterwards, I'm going to clown college. No, I'm just messing with you. Maybe Clark University, maybe Northeastern, I don't know. Maybe I'll just hit the field and start bringing food to people under bridges. I don't know. The beauty of the hard work I put in here is that I got options, so it's worked out for me, so.
Okay, my experience here has been one of the best experiences I've ever had with education. I dropped out of high school and I got my GED a year early. I started here at 17. I'm 19 now and I'll be graduating next May. And it's been phenomenal. The professors have been nothing but helpful. They're always there for you if you need information. They're there to teach you and to better yourself. When I graduate, I am planning on transferring either to UMass Amherst or to Worcester State. I want to go into social work, so it's going to be a longer road. And for another question, is the environment of Quinsigamond a friendly one, and are there any real harassment, hazing, or bullying issues on campus? Hazing and harassment is against the rules, so it will not be tolerated. If anyone is experiencing any hazing or if they're dealing with any harassment, we encourage you to go speak with somebody immediately so that it can be dealt with. You can talk to campus police, you can talk to the counseling services, you can even come into the student center and talk to anyone in there. We are very friendly. Quinsigamond feels like a very family bonded campus. Everyone is there for you to help you. They are always listening to you if you need someone to talk to. And it's very easy to make friends. I know my first day here, I was very nervous, but I went to the student center and I started joining clubs and I made friends that normally I never would have. And I wouldn't trade them for anything.
Question is, there's actually two questions. First one is, what do you do in psychology club? And that would be an Aaron question. And then second one is, what if you miss a class? Is it possible to make it up on a day that you don't have a scheduled class? That's actually all dependent on the teacher. There are some teachers who, they're like, you missed a class, just go on to the next assignment or whatever, if you can. But it's all based on the teacher. Whatever he or she says, it goes. you know, as long as it's reasonable, you know, there isn't pretty much anything you do until. And then
Oh, the psychology question? Psi Beta, National Psychology Honor Society, and Psychology Club, it's combined. So you can attend the meeting and not be a member of Psi Beta Honor Society. You can just join the Psychology Club. What we do, pretty much brainstorm. We do separate research right here at QCC. Like last semester, we did some research and entered it into a national research project with Psi Beta about fixed mindsets, growth in fixed mindsets, which was pretty cool. And we did a survey around campus, and people came up and did the information, and we collected that data and then researched it even deeper, which was pretty cool. But generally speaking, we do a little fundraising, community service, but mainly we exchange ideas. We talk about the human experience, we explore the human mind. We have a lot of guest speakers that we have come in from the community, from UMass, neuroscience, to forensic psychologists, to everything else. But the best part about it is the weekly meetings. We meet up and we just talk about psychology and the mind.
What types of things do you participate in with PTK? They do a lot of community services. They send emails. Once you get accepted to the Honors Society, you get emails constantly. They're actually really helpful with you in finding scholarships and ways to earn like a gold stole at graduation. And the community services, like they do like a 5-mile run, and they like help raise awareness for like there's a variety of different things they find awareness for, and they're just really helpful.
Is it recommended we transfer to a university after we graduate from here? It depends on your goals, honestly. You can go right into the workforce from here. You can transfer and go on to get your doctorate degree. It really depends on your motivation and what you want to do out of life. There are definitely different options that you have. We have an employment and career center and we also have a transfer center. You can go to them and talk to them, decide what you want to do. If you want to go right into the workforce right after you graduate from here, there are definitely different opportunities. There are online listings on websites that they can give you where there's entry-level positions that you can probably enter while you're still attending college. And also, if you transfer, they will be able to help you. They have the mass transfer program where if you hold a certain GPA, then you can go to any public Massachusetts colleges and universities that you can be accepted to for a discounted or free rate. So it all really depends on your motivation and what you want to do.
Where is the transfer center?
Can we give our panel a round of applause, please?